You scared me. What's up everyone? Welcome back to another video. As you might be able to tell from the title of this video, I accomplished something in this past week that has been a goal of mine. For a few years, I painted a mural. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you. I have had a lot of extra time from not having a 9-to-5 job, which sometimes feels awesome, sometimes feels like a drag. So it's been a few very introspective months for me. I felt like I was kind of just in this weird state of limbo, just being an insignificant speck of dust floating around, not knowing what I'm doing, until I really sat down and asked myself, like, what do I want to get out of this free time? Like, when I look back on this weird time of unemployment, what do I want to remember and what will I have done for myself? And my answer to that was that I want to have accomplished my long-term goal of having painted a mural. And I did it. I finished my first one, and that's what this video is about. The owner of the physical therapy clinic that Eric works at, called Kauno, very kindly let me replace this huge random creepy clown painting in the lobby that you see right there. I told him that since it'd be my first mural ever, I'd do it for really cheap, and he let me have all the creative freedom. So we landed on kind of like this flowers and foliage idea surrounding the Kauno logo. I drew it out in Procreate and I mocked it up on a picture of their wall in their lobby. I thought it'd look really good next to that wall of plants you see on the right over there, and once my design was approved, I had the autonomy to start whenever. I've borrowed my BFF Tiff's projector to help me get my design on the wall. Andrew and Eric helped me so much in getting the space set up and the projector set up. I didn't bring an extension cord and I didn't have a ladder or anything to elevate the projector, so it was sort of a struggle. Had to use some gym equipment to help me out there, but I'm so thankful for them helping. And you know, some people on the internet say projecting an image onto the wall doesn't make you a real muralist, and to that I say screw you. In retrospect, one thing I do wish I did differently was that I wiped down the wall to make sure it was clean of dust before starting, because the wall was kind of dusty when I was working. Overall though, it ended up being fine. I successfully got my design onto the wall in pencil, and you know, after that it was time for the moment of truth. It was time for paint. I used empty yogurt containers that I've been collecting to mix my paint and hold my brushes. I used my own brushes as well as a few I picked up from Buy Nothing SF and Liquitex heavy body acrylic paint. And you know, that's honestly all you need for a mural, I realized. You literally just need wall and a paint. No, paint and a wall. Overall, really glad that I could keep this cost of supplies super low, and here's Andrew helping me out. Thank you so much, Andrew. My plan was to do the white in the logo first, and I was kind of nervous in the beginning because the first layer was looking real patchy and just not consistent, but that was fixed after a few more layers. After the white, I started on the red. I quickly learned that you gotta mix a lot of paint, especially if you aren't able to buy the paint in the exact color you want. Like, for example, this yellow was looking too much like dehydrated pea, so I had to mix my own lighter yellow and go over all the yellow I had previously done. And once I did the yellows, I did the oranges. After the oranges, I started on the greens. And what was nice about this was, since I knew I was going to add black outlines around everything at the end, I didn't have to be super careful about the painted edges. I'm really grateful for Eric for capturing footage of me working in between seeing his patients, because I was so bad at recording myself. Honestly, I would just bike over in the late afternoon while the clinic was still seeing patients. It was really nice to be able to keep Eric and his coworkers company. The clinic even had some really cute visitors sometimes, and I would just drop everything and just start painting until Eric was done with work. I really can't tell you how relaxing painting such a large area was. I would just put on, you know, some BTS or a podcast in my earphones, and I'd get into a painting zone, and patients would walk by and compliment my work, and actually a lot of times I couldn't hear them because I had my earphones in. but I just assumed they were complimenting me and I would just say thanks. I had bought black paint to do the outlines, but in the middle, I had the idea of just using a thick Sharpie paint pen so I'd have more control over the lines, and it worked out really great. And after focusing on painting for a few hours, sometimes I was just absolutely exhausted afterward, even though I'd just been painting. I don't know, my arm got sore too sometimes. Wow. Those lines were such a game changer. This is the before and after that I posted on Instagram once I got the outline going. After a while though, the Sharpie tips started to take a real beating. I had to constantly test it on my hand to keep the paint going through the tip. It was just really starting to get fuzzy. My lines wouldn't be as crisp, so it was a lot of like constantly going over the same area. As you can see, like here, it's fuzzy and not what I wanted. So I ended up using a second smaller tip Sharpie to clean things up. And I will just say, like, outlining took a long time. The outlining was a lot less forgiving if I made a mistake or if my hand kind of slipped, but I'm so glad I went with a Sharpie because otherwise the lines would have taken me like 3 times longer with a paintbrush. It's fine. After that, I erased any leftover pencil lines, did some touch up, added my little Instagram handle, LOL at my sweaty thighs, on a water jug. I'm gonna share a little grand reveal, even though you kind of basically already know what it looks like. I am really happy with how the mural came out. It's smaller than I had mocked up. No, Eric's assuring me that it's a good size. You know, I can just imagine a new patient walking in, being like, where am I? And bam, Kauno mural right there, telling you, you know where you are. Honestly, this project was so fun to work on. I think it took me a total of 9 1 to 2 hour sessions. So I say like maybe 15 hours total. But 15 hours well spent, you know? I feel like this project has really kept me grounded throughout these weird few months of kind of just ups and downs and ambiguity in my life. So now that it's over, I guess I'm dead inside. I'm just kidding. But truly, really hoping that this leads to more mural gigs in the future, hopefully for more local businesses within SF. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I gotta go add muralist to my resume, and I will see you all in the next video. See ya!